I was asked if there's other examples I can give of getting Astarion's approval rates up, so I'm going to show you one of the other big ways that you can do that. Spoilers ahead, you're going to head south of the Blighted Village and then start heading kind of east, and if you follow this path you're gonna run into two brothers who are talking to this lady named Auntie Ethel, and then if you do the conversation with them, they're accusing her of being a hag and for kidnapping their sister, and they just want her debt back, and then you just kind of confront her about it. She walks away, and then you talk to the brothers. They kind of tell you what's going on. You can offer to save their sister, which they're gonna disagree to do, but they're gonna run away because they're trying to go and like deal with the hag. But if you follow them into this lovely little area, you have a little bit of an interaction, and you can do an investigation, or if you're a druid you can look for signs of unnatural activity. If you fail the perception check, you're going to find a bunch of sheep, but if you didn't fail your perception check, you're going to find that this is actually like a very swampy bog, and there's red caps all around here, and then you find the bodies of the dead brothers. I'm just going to go past. This is the tea shop. This is where Auntie Ethel lives, and then if you go over to the left, you find this dude. And then there's just some interaction that happens, and then he reveals that he's a monster hunter, and Astarion obviously has a little bit of like a moment. You can let him just kind of talk with the girl, like you can just kind of like listen in, and then you can ask, what monster are you hunting? And he's going to reveal that he is hunting Astarion. So something that I like to do is the second option here. It says only a spawn pity, not like a real vampire. And at this point, I know that Astarion is a vampire, and we've also been romancing.
A spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He gets like really defensive, which is kind of funny. And then I like to say, yes, I'm sure they can creep right on you, and it's kind of like becomes almost like a little quip between you and Astarion. You're kind of like, it's an inside joke because you know that he's Astarion, but the girl doesn't. And then he's like, oh yeah, you know, we need to like take care of this quit, and he says we should do something about this threat, and then you can be like, all right, kill him if you must. And then he reveals that he's Astarion, and he starts killing the Gur, and this gives you a lot of approval. And then after you kill him, if you go back to camp and you talk to Astarion, you reveal some dialogue. And then he reveals some information about his sire, and then you can kind of sympathize with the situation. And then if you click on him again, he reveals that he used to be a slave, or actually less than a slave, he was a puppet. And then another thing that gets his approval up in this conversation is you can say, you keep me safe, I'll do the same. And he also really likes this option. It's like a give and take for him. It doesn't always have to be evil things with him to get his approval rates up. It's also a matter of loyalty and acceptance of him being a vampire. I hope that helped. Hope you continue to have fun with this game, stay slutty, and follow me on Twitch.